Although car brands will occasionally bleat on about their history and how long a certain model name has been on sale, we can't think of any that are quite so long-lasting as the Rolls-Royce Phantom. While the famous British marque is unlikely to boast about this fact, such bragging is arguably far too vulgar. We're quite happy to point out that the name first appeared in 1925. Yes, there have been a couple of occasions where the name disappeared for a decade or so, but it has been a firm fixture in the range since 2003. Now on only its 8th generation, the Phantom remains the pinnacle of the Rolls-Royce range and, arguably, the new car market as a whole. Like its direct predecessor, the Phantom is a gargantuan saloon that stands nearly as tall as some Range Rovers and is almost 6 meters long if you opt for the extended wheelbase model. Underneath a bonnet long enough to be used as a runway sits a 6.75-litre V12 that's bolstered by a couple of turbochargers. Power is most definitely adequate. There's enough of it to fling the Phantom from 0 to 62 miles per hour in a little over 5 seconds. Although we suspect Rolls-Royce would say the Phantom is without rivals, we'd argue that the Bentley Mulsanne serves as a similarly bespoke and far sportier alternative, while the Mercedes Maybach S-Class is also worth a look. Sure, you could argue that the regular S-Class, BMW 7 Series and Audi A8 are also rivals, but that's like suggesting that an M&S meal deal is comparable to a hamper from Fortnum's. Even the very lightest Phantom weighs a mighty 2.5 tons. That's no surprise given that the sound deadening alone accounts for a staggering 130 kilograms of that. There's an aluminium structure at the heart of the Phantom to prevent this bulk getting any more truck-like, and it's stiffer, too. This helps the suspension work as well as it can and should banish any creaks when you hit a bump. To make sure performance feels sufficiently effortless, you'll find a 6 3/4 in Rolls speak litre V12 with 2 turbochargers. Its 563 bhp power output is impressive enough, but a more important number is the 664 pounds-feet of torque it produces at just 1,700 revolutions per minute. That means the smallest squeeze of the accelerator has the Phantom gaining speed easily. Bury the right pedal in that oh-so-thick carpet and it catapults down the road in a deeply impressive manner, gently accompanied by the smoothest of V12 soundtracks from the engine room. Such behavior is about as loud as the Phantom gets. There's virtually no road noise and its mechanical components work smoothly and silently. However, so well are the other sources of noise suppressed that your ear is drawn to a bit of wind flutter. As you'd hope, the Phantom is exceptionally good at smoothing out rough road surfaces. Undulating asphalt is soaked up without fuss, only potholes and sharp pimples generate a slight thud that you hear more than feel. It's certainly more comfortable than the Mercedes S-Class and BMW 7 Series, although we suspect an Audi A8 on small wheels would give it a run for its money. Given its size, the Phantom is surprisingly wieldy, thanks to its 4-wheel steering system. This gives it a much tighter turning circle at low speeds, by steering the front and rear wheels in opposite directions. The steering is fingertip light when you're bumbling around town but weights up just enough as you go faster, allowing you to place the Phantom on the road precisely. Body lean is well contained given the car's lofty profile and there's lots of grip, but it just doesn't feel appropriate to hustle one of these along with vigor.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe to Auto TV.